In this country, over 23 million brave men and women have raised their right hand and taken an oath to join a cause much bigger than ourselves. You see, I committed to protect, support, and defend my country and your freedom. While I set out to accomplish this noble mission, nothing prepared me for what I would experience and see. I never realized that in an instant, the trajectory of my life and family would change forever. I am honored to serve my country, but freedom is never free. I returned home wounded, indifferent. I was overwhelmed, confused. As hard as it is to face it, I realized that somehow I had lost my way. It is difficult to explain or for others to understand because my wounds and scars can't be seen. The wounds I have reside on the inside of me. What is returning to normal now, and how do I find it? How do I return to the workforce and be the husband and father I once was? How do I cope with others around me when I feel so all alone? There only seemed to be one way, and that landed me here.
Since I became a part of this class, I knew that there was something better for me. It gave me more peace, it gave me more direction, but above all, it gave me an identity.
It just touches my heart to see people want to come out and support us in everything we do, especially in here. When you see individuals and you have individuals that actually come out and show that they care, it touches the heart.
I realized I wasn't real proud of who I was. That guy that came in here about 3 years ago, self-centered, didn't really care about anybody but me, didn't care much about God. It didn't take long to realize that that's not the guy I wanted to be. So now, after about 3 years, totally different story. I'm thankful, I'm grateful. I get up every morning, I'll try to figure out how to come out here on the unit, add a little value to this place through my job, add value to these guys, help out where I can. I've gotten all my relationships with my folks fixed up outside. I've gotten right with my Creator, my Savior.
You know, I've been locked up for almost 29 years, and my leadership training and all that been long forgotten, left behind. Penitentiary is not a place for, they don't want leadership. They don't want, we're pushed down a lot. So when I came to KPM, I was really excited about getting, back into a leadership mindset. And one of the first things that I noticed from very beginning, when Kent and Priscilla Pate, when they came with such energy. It was just amazing. And they always brought a message of hope and encouragement. But their energy is what struck me first. And that began the transformation.
I might not be the man that I ought to be, but I thank God that I'm not the man that I used to be, and I'm a man becoming. And so I just want to thank KPM and the Leadership Academy and all that they've done for us, the time that's been invested. Time is valuable. And I learned when they gave me a 20-year sentence, I'm 10 years down in, that I made up my mind a long time ago that I'm not going to waste time, that I'm going to invest it. And so I wanted to leave here better than I came in. I felt that I owed it to my mother, to my family, to those who've invested in me while I've been incarcerated, to walk out of here a better man. But more than anything, not just to myself, but to the community. And there's young men that are up and coming and generations that are rising. And I believe that it's my part to invest in them and what I've learned and gained from this Leadership Academy. So with that, I want everybody to know that who's invested in this academy, those who believed in us, that we're men on our way and we're becoming.
When I showed up here, I was at the beginning of my third stint in prison. I had a child on the way for the first time. I really didn't know what I was going to do. I was reaching out for change, but I didn't know what all I needed to change. I just knew I needed to change everything. When I came to this class with Ken and Priscilla, Ken's not afraid to confront the things that need confronted, to help us lay down the things as men that we need to put away, and to build up the things in us that it takes to be a man. to be the type of men that it takes to raise children, to be good neighbors in society, to be good workers. I know from taking this class when I get out of here, I'll be able to stay a free man. I'll be able to raise my son and be a good father. I'll be able to be a good son to my mother. Things that I've never been able to do before in my life. Kid and Priscilla give us hope. They believe in us. They allow us to believe in ourselves. They allow us to see the other part of ourselves that we weren't able to see before this. I've discovered who I am while I've been here, and I know it's been there all along, but Kid and Priscilla being able to see that and bring that out in us, bring that out in me, I know I have a better future.
I'm thankful for this class. I wore a cap and gown for the first time in my life, right here. This has allowed me to see myself differently. I see myself in a different light now, and for that, I'm truly grateful. I show my gratitude to Kent and Priscilla by absorbing everything I can from these classes, to learn, to grow, to get better. But why? Why do we do these things? We do these things so that in turn we can reinvest in others the way the Pates have invested in us. So remember this, self-development is not self-fulfillment. Self-fulfillment says, how does this something serve me better? While self-development says, how does this something help me serve others better? See, I don't want to be that same old bitter man I was. I want to get better. And one thing I know for sure that this class has taught me is that my history is not my destiny. And that it's never too late to be the man that I might have been. As I conclude this speech, understand it's not a conclusion to my journey. Like I said, I never saw myself in a cap and gown, but here I stand as a graduate. And I'm so thankful for this. I'm excited about what I've learned, but I realize that there's so much more to tap into. But my hope and my dream is that each one of you men find that untapped potential within yourselves.